Hello, hello, crafty peeps. Welcome back to my channel, Crafty-ish-kristyn. Today, we are going to have ourselves a little WIP and chatty rant. What is a WIP and chatty rant? You may be asking yourself. WIP, W-I-P, stands for work in progress. And a chatty rant is me chatting and ranting about the goings-on over the past week or so. I will be working on a diamond painting. You can do whatever you want to do, as long as you're not hurting anybody or, breaking any important rules and laws, right? Okay. I am currently working on this FLAWA kit. It is called Plushy and it is by Cute Spikes. I don't know if it's Cute Spikes or Cute Spikesy. I don't know. This is a little one and I've actually really enjoyed this size. I like the smaller ones, I gotta say. It is only 31.5 by 40 centimeters. Oh, this is, what I would consider a little snacky size. It is square drills, and it is very pink and sparkly, and I am here for it. You may notice I have some new release papers. That is right, my supplies. Of course, the super cute Pippy the Crafty Peep release paper from Bee's Crafty Corner. Can't talk today. And look at right next to Pippy. Somebody scary. I did order the Dark and Creepy Diamond Painting pack of release papers as well. It came, well, I said I wanted some of each. So there was this one. This one, now Mushy is just staring at me while I'm working on my cute painting. You can't intimidate me. And then this terrifying one, and then that terrifying one. So yeah, I'm going to have to be careful. Otherwise, Pippy might get hurt. But don't worry, I did order some other cute release papers. And there is an option to order a combo pack where you get a set of 3 different release paper prints. And honestly, that is my favorite because I love having all the different patterns. I'm never going to be able to use them all at once. Let's be real. But I at least get to have a few of each cute thing. So here's the murder creepy painting ones. Oh my gosh, so scary. And then there was this black cat one. There was that cute, adorable Halloween one. See, I put the cute stuff around the murdery ones. And then this one says murder and true crime. Love me some true crime. Some adorable cats dressed up as little, Halloween costumey things. And then I also did get these mermaid gnomes. I don't know why I got the mermaid gnomes. I was like, they're cute. And then these adorable little pink pigs. So yeah, if you're on the fence and you want several different patterns, the combo packs are the way to go. That's just my opinion. And I have 2 pens from Jim's Handmade Pens on Etsy. This is a Everlasting Tips multi-placer, and this one was from AliExpress. Oh, Sharky's here. Can you see his paws? Paws are right over there. I'm using Sunshine Putty in my AB pen and Galactic in the regular pen, and I have a new tray. I was enabled, and this tray is from FLAWA, and I actually got a few other little things. It came in this adorable box, but I had to open it and try it, I didn't want to be the first time I try a tray out to be on camera, just in case, I'm awkward. But I actually like this one because it has this little rounded design. It has this area so the drills don't... Oh, I opened a box. Duncan thinks it's his now. It has this little raised area so the drills kind of pool down there. And it has this little curvy spout area. I used it last night and I was very, very happy. There is a little thank you gift thingy-mabobber in there. Oh, I've got both cats now. Lucky me. I got this cute cover minder. Yes, it is cute. Thank you, Sharky. And I got this cute little capybara boba tea cover minder. It's like he knows there's a plastic bag in there. Seriously. Cat. And then this one is what Pippy's going to end up as if she sits next to this release paper for too long. Chicken nuggets. Chicken nuggets. See? Yeah. We're going to have some pipper nuggets coming up if she's not careful. So I'm using Elizabeth Ward for my drills. Let me get zoomed in and then we can do some chittin' and chatting and get on with the business. Be right back. All right, we are back and we are upside down because that is the most convenient way to work on this. I know what you're thinking. Well, maybe some of you are. Why are you using cover minders when you're using release papers? I have some drills placed in this section already, so it makes sense for me to use the cover minders because if I don't, oh, I lost the magnet. Come on. Come on, friend. Oh my gosh. Seriously? It's a magnet. It should not be that hard to find. If I don't, like this would not stick because, you know, release papers can only do so much. So I do that because I can't have plastic because my cats are nuggets of not fun sometimes. So anyways, let me get my drills. I put my, can't see my weight. I got my weight, so hopefully I don't move the canvas around too much. And then we are going to work on this little section. I will say for the size that this is, the detail is coming out pretty good, I think. I mean, it's a simple image, so it's not super complicated. But I will say though, for this size, I have this much trash and I have some in another little container, which I was kind of surprised about. For how big this is, I wouldn't think there's that much trash, but I found a lot of drills with little holes. Okay, so these are regular. Before I forget, I hope everybody is doing well and amazing. Duncan, please don't tip over my Dr. Pepper. Oh my goodness, seriously. And if you're not doing good, amazing, or just okay, I hope it gets better because you are awesome and you have made it through 100% of your worst and most stressful, awful, painful, hard days. So don't forget that. So anyways, what? Okay, don't keep moving your stuff. What to say? So I finished 2 kits this weekend. Now, they're small ones, so it's not like I finished the Last Supper. No, I have not worked on that. That's on the horizon. I think when I finish this one, I want to do a row of the Last Supper, but I have not done that yet. Took a little break, but yeah. Just was not feeling the brown, and I'm not going to force myself to work on something when I have so many things that I could work on. I have the 2 kits all ready to go for October. I have the nice kitty or happy kitty, but it's kind of a murderous looking kitty, honestly. And that is from Raven Diamond Art, and that one is a round. And then I have the Enablers Outpost kit that the video went out, well, when this is going out, it'll have gone out on Monday. And that one's a 60 by 80. That one's that one's decent sized. And it's a square, and there's quite a bit of confetti. So that one might take the month. So, yep, it's fine though. Everything will get done eventually. You know, there's nobody standing next to me with a stopwatch and, a riding crop going, come on, you need to get that done. No. The only person that puts pressure to get things done on myself is myself. And I try not to put too much pressure on myself because you know what? I'm a human and this is a hobby. And when it becomes not fun, then we don't want to do it. And I've got too many diamond paintings to not want to work on them. Would not be good. So, yep. I am hoping to finish this up maybe I'm hoping before October. I really am. It depends on, you know, what life throws in the way. Okay, what am I doing? Okay, there was a pink drill, like all jacked up. I did put on some new Halloween nails, and I don't know if it's these nail wraps or I put a clear coat of nail polish on the top of them, but they are kind of like looking all cracked and they don't look good. So don't look closely, please. I mean, they're fine. It's just if I feel them, they feel bumpy and kind of not smooth. And I like it when they feel nice and smooth. But for $2.99, I'm not going to be overly picky about it. Okay, that made my tray look all ugly. Don't do that, alien putty. I think I have a little bit too much putty on my side. But I didn't bring scissors, so we're just going to work with it. The good thing about working on a square canvas, and if you're using putty, is that usually you don't see any little, you know, putty mishaps. Speaking of putty mishaps, if you have ever been on the fence about trying alien putty, you're thinking, not sure if I'm going to like it. I have a bunch of other putty. What makes this putty different? What makes it special? They are selling just one type of putty on Etsy right now. And I don't know how long this is going to last. So if you are interested, I would highly recommend going and checking it out immediately. I will put a link in my description box as well. So short story, you know, alien putty was created by the creators of alien putty, as Mushy likes to say, from Make Your Own Wall Art, or Meowa, which honestly, I love cats. I like the sound of that. So Meowa. And when they first were starting out, they were very generous and they posted kind of their recipe and how they made it on TikTok, you know, because they wanted to share the love. And if people could afford to buy the putty, then, you know, yay, come on over, buy some putty. But if you can't afford it, you know, well, this is how we make it. Well, like everything in life, some people have taken advantage of some people's kindness, and they decided to use their, you know, their methods and their recipe and then try to sell it and make a profit. And they're selling it for less than, you know, the original alien putty is. And I'm not saying that, like, you know, there's any one right or wrong way to do things. So they have taken the initiative to undercut the Etsy sellers that are trying to make money off of their putty recipe. And now they're selling one kind of putty on Etsy, and it is $4.50. And that is an amazing deal, because a container of alien putty, I think, is between $15 and $20. That's a great deal. So if you're on the fence and you wanted to try it, go on over, check it out. I mean, there is shipping because they are a small business, and I don't know what the shipping is off the top of my head. But for $4.50, you know, if you have to pay a few bucks for shipping, I feel like it's worth it. Okay, that's, did I not bring tweezers either? Who invited me? My gosh. Okay, I'm going to use this pencil. And, I'm just getting the, well, it's fine. Just, nobody saw that, right? Okay, get that trash one out of there. Shh. Then the good thing about a square canvas is that won't show. That won't show up. So, if you're on the fence, don't be worried about trying it. I mean, and for $4.50, if you don't like it, well, then you didn't spend $20. Like I said, I am not sure how long they will be doing this for. So, it's a great deal. I did order some, and I thought I will order maybe a few extras to potentially do for, you know, giveaways, or if somebody, you know, wants to try Alien Putty and they want a little sample. I do not have mine yet. It is called Clout, by the way. I personally think they should have named it Petty Putty, or, you know, something a little bit more snarkier, but Clout works too. Not my business. Not my business. I am just a faithful purchaser. And oh my gosh, they are going to be coming out with a new putty on, I think, Thursday. Whatever the 25th is, I think. Don't go to their Facebook group because I'm not the best with the info. It's going to be latte scented putty. I'm like, oh, coffee scented putty. Come on. So yeah, I may have to get that. We'll see where I am at the time that it releases. Because I think it's like 5 p.m. Eastern, which is 3 p.m. Pacific, maybe? I don't even know. I'm so bad with time zones. I am so bad. And I am really bad at putting these down straight. So yeah, I will have new Alien Putty next week, and I will surely be testing it out. I finished the pink bear canvas, and I finished the diamond dots that Rami over at Diamond Painting with Coco sent me. And if I will try to put a link down below to her channel, and if I don't, somebody remind me, please. The diamond dots was lovely. I did screw up on one color. There was like, should I test my drawing skills? Here. So there was, don't put the paper on the thing. So there was one symbol that was like, you know, a greater than, less than. And then there was a chunkier L like this. And yeah, I was not fully paying attention, and I had flipped the canvas upside down. And I was kind of looking, and I was like, man, this color's getting a little low. Well, that's because on the last section, I screwed up. But they were both really similar off-white colors, so you can't tell. And so that one was lovely. I would definitely recommend a diamond dots. I had never done a diamond dots. And the pink bear canvas, I think somebody put a curse on my canvas, because while it was cute, it was one of those renderings where it's almost like they print the image and then they just overlay the symbols over it. And so, like, you know, you can see with this canvas, there's definite color differences between the two things with the squares and whatnot. And this one was around. It was very hard to see some of the symbols, and so many of the symbols were the same looking. Like there was an O, there was a Q, there was a D, and they were all a very similar color, which was pink. It was a little maddening towards the end, and I may not have been overly conscientious of the heavy confetti area in the sky. I was just kind of like, put them down. I don't even care, because I don't think I'm going to hang it up or anything like that. But it's done, and the finished product will get to be in Mushy's Have a Heart, Eat a Brain WIP Parade, and that is all I really care about, because I want her to have to put my canvas in with all of the dark and creepy and scary and spooky images. That was my whole goal for doing it. And before anybody like sends a message and goes, oh my gosh, you're so mean, I can't believe you're so mean. We both troll each other. And it's not just us, lots of people on, you know, comments, Facebook posts, videos. We all troll each other. It's a love language. It's not something mean, because I would not want to associate with mean people. So it's all in fun. And if any of us ever said or did anything that somebody actually got their feelings hurt, you know, we would quickly apologize and say, oh, my bad. I cannot wait to see my pink bear. And towards the end, I was like, I'm not even going to waste these ABs. I got to move this over because I can't. There we go. I didn't want to waste the ABs that I had purchased. So I was like, it's not worth wasting them. So yeah, but it's done. 2 WIPs done in one weekend? My gosh, I feel like one of those like prolific diamond painters. I probably won't have another finish. Well, maybe this one, but then after that, it might be a while. And that's okay. Like I said, I don't set goals for my diamond paintings or, you know, crafting in general, just because if I set a goal and I don't meet it, I'm going to beat myself up about it, and I don't want to do that. So it's just best to say my goal for the year was, hey, let's make sure we try to spend some time each day to work on something you want to work on. You know, that's the extent. I don't have a number of paintings, you know, I need to finish. I don't have a number of hours to spend. Like, no. If I had to track my diamond painting hours, I probably would be very frustrated and annoyed because I would forget to push the stopper timer button, or one of my cats would walk on the timer and then it would reset and I would be mad. So no. So I try to keep it fun, right? Because hobbies are not supposed to be stressful. There is enough stress in our world without making our hobbies stressful. Let's see. So we did that. I don't think I purchased anything else. I do have the alien putty coming. I do have a pen and multi-placer set that I think is supposed to be here today, but it's not here yet. So that will be a next week thing. And I don't think I ordered any canvases or anything, which I don't need anymore, but you know, need and want are 2 very different things. Okay, we got some more L's right there. Let's see. So I failed at my kombucha making. Yeah. I had a feeling I probably screwed it up, but I took my questions to the internet, and yeah, I think what happened was I put the vessel, you know, the crock. They have lots of fancy words for the thing that you put the kombucha in. But I put the vessel crock next to the window in the kitchen. And I didn't even really think about it. But, you know, it kind of needs to stay a consistent temperature. You know, not too hot, not too cold. Well, our windows in the kitchen get the afternoon evening sun. And I think what happened, and again, I'm no expert. I think what happened was that, you know, the window gets a little bit cold in the morning. They are new windows, so they're at least kind of insulated, but they still get cold. And then the afternoon sun, I think, warmed it up, because based on the smell and the taste, and, you know, troubleshooting on the internet, I think it may have gotten hot. And once it does that, you can't really write it without, you know, starting over. So I'm glad I didn't have, you know, like a big old operation started and then completely ruin everything. But it was frustrating. So I did have to order a new Scooby, and that came. I actually ordered 2, so maybe it would jumpstart it to go faster this time. And I moved it to the counter where the sun is not. And that's actually the corner that we had it in before, but I just thought, you know, if I tuck it in there, then it's hard to look inside of it and see what's going on. So that's why I had it on the other area, but no. So it's back where it was the first time we made kombucha. So fingers crossed that Don't screw it up this time. Because if I do, I ain't trying again. You know, I'm all for try again, but at this point, I've already spent more money than I wanted to spend to do it. So, we will see. I should know in 2 weeks if it's successful or not. Where did that go? I literally just saw it. It's right there. So that was a bummer, but, you know, it happens. It happens to the best of us. And I'm sure some of you are excited about this. I am not personally a sports fan, but I know a lot of people are. You know, good for you. Not for me, but we went out for lunch on, I don't know what day it was, Saturday or Sunday. And the sports were in full effect at the restaurant, you know. We live, must have been Sunday because it was, yeah. We live in Washington, so it's the Seahawks, and lots of people in there, you know, Seahawk gear and clapping and cheering, and you know, and kids, and none of us really in the family are sports people, you know. I'm not sitting here judging other people if they care about sports. It's never been a thing of mine. But I kind of felt, you know, like maybe I should join in with the cheering. So, you know, somebody got a, what do they call them, touchdown? And so yay! And I clapped, and my son was like, "What are you doing?" And I said, I'm just joining. Everybody's clapping. He goes, "You don't even know what you're clapping for." And I said, "Yeah, they got points, right? The point number went up. That's what that means, right?" So he was like, "Oh my God, Mom." So yeah, but I think they won. I mean, we didn't stay at the restaurant long enough to watch the entire game. It was still pretty early in the game. And then I'm always impressed though when they do the kicking. You know, they kick the ball into the sticks. I'm always like, man, that's got to be really hard. I don't think I could do that. I'm always more impressed with that more than the running into everybody and, like, you know, headbutting and tackling. Like, I'd rather just watch the people kick the ball. Because it's kind of a weird shape. It's a hard shape to kick, I think, right? Yep, I'm just trying to remember my gym class days from a few years ago. Yeah. So, go sports. I would love, and I don't know if they do this. You know, I know there's fantasy football. Do I know what fantasy football is? No. I know do you pick people or do you pick teams? See, I don't even know. I think it would be fun if you could have what do they call them? The thing, like, not, the thing when you go, a pool. Is that a pool? When you go to like a party and like a football game party or something, and they have like a pool and you choose, you know, you get squares or whatever, right? I think it would be fun if you could have all the different football game people, teams, right? And you have a list of, you know, who's playing on what day, and you have to pick who you think is going to win, right? And, you know, the person who picks the most winning teams, you know, gets something. Throwing my pen. I would love to do that. Not because I know anything about football, but because I want to choose my teams based on, like, which mascot I like better. I mean, I probably would have to pick Seahawks just because, you know, I live here and I might get stabbed if I didn't. But the rest of them, I got no attachments to any of them. I would totally just, you know, what's a team? They were playing the Dolphins, right? So Dolphins are kind of cute. Dolphins are smart. So what if the Dolphins were playing the 49ers? That's a team, I think. I would probably pick Dolphins because the Dolphins are cuter. So that's how I would choose my winning teams for the day or for the season, is based on cuteness and maybe even colors, right? Are there any teams that have pink in their color? I don't think there are. I could be wrong. pink is wildly accepted, you know, by everyone now. So maybe there is a team with pink. Somebody let me know if you're into the sports ball, please. So yeah, that's how I would pick. And I would probably just not, you know, I know there's the college ball, and then there's the regular grown-up ball. But yeah, that's how I would pick my winning teams, is who has the best logo. Go sports. It's always a good time to go some places like IKEA or the mall when a sports ball game is on, because usually there's less people, because people are, you know, sitting at home drinking beer and eating, you know, little smokies and, you know, little, I don't know. Obviously people don't invite me over because I don't know what people eat to watch football. So yeah, that would be how I did it. I don't got time to be researching stats and players. No. Go in there. And we missed more school this last week. Seriously. I knew it was going to happen because I'm sitting in the parking lot at the middle school, high school, and there was a kid who is in almost all my son's classes. Oh, cat's serenading us. And he gets out of his mom's car, and he has a mask on. He's wearing like a winter coat, and the poor kid just looked miserable. I was like, oh, I was like, stay away from him. Not to be mean, just don't eat the germs. So Wednesday afternoon, you know, like right before bed, he's like, oh, my throat's kind of been hurting all day. It's really scratchy. I'm like, no. We literally missed a day and a half of school last week. You know, that was the first full week of school. We didn't even make it through, a whole week. So gets up in the morning on Thursday, can barely talk, no fever, but just, I was like, dang it. High school, you got harder classes. It's harder to miss school. He was lucky the last time when he only missed one day, because they really didn't do much, and there was a sub in one class, so he lucked out. But I was like, okay. I mean, because as much as I want to send him to school, I also don't want to be the parent that sends their kid to school when, they could have something that could be contagious and then get everyone else sick, because I'm not a dick. So, excuse you. He's trying to steal he's chewing on this. No, thank you. Sharky, no. No. No, thank you. Now he's sniffing my alien putty. Seriously. So yeah, I was like, well, okay, And I could tell he wasn't faking it, because he definitely was low energy and even fell asleep in the middle of the afternoon. Nobody else got it again, thank goodness. And so, then you're trying to figure out what to do for the next day. I'm like, okay, so how you feeling? Feeling any better? Think you're going to go to school tomorrow? Yeah, I'm not really sure. It's like, okay. So, yeah. Friday morning hit, and, his voice was just cracking, and it sounded really painful. And I'm like, all right, another day. We've been in school for less than 3 weeks, and we've missed 3 days of school already. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So yesterday, because today is Tuesday, when I'm filming this, so he had some makeup work for the hard classes, of course. And he's like, yeah, I got a math. There's what are they called? Geometry? A geometry test tomorrow. And I said, do you know what you're doing? And he goes, no. And I'm like, can you take it a different day? Oh, I don't know. It's like, maybe you should ask. Maybe you should ask that. Say, hey, can I do the assignments before I take the test? Right? That's how my brain works. But I'm trying to make him do the work, right? Like, I'm not going to call the teacher and ask the teacher, because you're the one at school, you need to do it. You know, and so, yeah, we'll see how that went today. So, and we've already gotten one lost coat. Hopefully it gets found today, but a quick initial search of the lost and found yield no coat results. I don't think we've ever lost a coat this soon into the school year. And that's why I don't buy nice coats. Because I remember when he was in elementary school, I bought I think it was like a Columbia coat or something. I don't really remember. And it was, I mean, I should have known better. It was a pricey coat. It was probably 60 or 70 bucks. And he lost it. He left it on the playground. It had his name in it. And it never got turned into lost and found. Which, you know, I'm like, okay, well, maybe, you know, maybe some other kid wore it home. They needed a coat or whatever. But, and this is where, like, my snarkiness comes into play. Because if I was a parent and my kid came home wearing a coat that had another kid's name in it, I would bring it back to the school. But that's just me. I know nothing. So yeah, I will say, I forgot to show this, but these drills line up super, super nicely in this tray. I have not used round drills yet, but I am very pleased. But wait, there's more. You can pick a bunch of different color combos. So I opted for the white with the pink, but then they also have black with colors, like, so black would be the main color and then the colored accent. But I think you could almost do any color combo of, you know, plasticky filament stuff that they have. I did not want to go too crazy. I figured, yeah, white. I tend to see better with lighter colored trays. That's just how my eyes work. So yeah. We'll see today how the back to school went. I'm like, could we make it through one full week of school? Please? Pretty, please. I feel like it's too early in the school year to be dealing with this. But maybe it's not. I don't know. Okay, I just totally... Okay, I totally spaced on what color I was doing. Yeah. Go in there. What else has gone on? My gosh, you'd think I'd be able to remember. Oh, I did go to Costco on Friday. Shocker. I was supposed to go on Thursday, but with, you know, sick kid, I was like, well, I don't know. So I put it off, and I should have just went on Thursday because Costco on a Friday is nuts. Absolutely nuts. And the rotisserie chickens are still in the stupid plastic bags. I almost dropped the rotisserie chicken on the ground when I picked it up because the bag was so slippery. I'm like, this is the dumbest thing ever. If I have to put the rotisserie chicken in 2 plastic bags that's already in a bag, I'm like, how is this cutting down on plastic? It's like, I don't think it is. Is that a G? I can't even see what that is. I think it is. No, it is now. It is now. That's, oh, see, I missed an L. That's all right. So we went to Costco, and I actually, my husband went with me, which, you know, it always costs a little more when you bring people with you. Then again, I can't pick up everything I want to pick up when he goes with me because he'll be like, why the hell are you picking that up? Like, nothing, no reason, you know, just looking. But they do have like a bunch of toys and stuff already for probably the Christmas season. They had all this Disney, I don't know if it was Christmas or Halloween. I tend to stay away from the Disney stuff because I don't need to get body checked by a Disney adult who, you know, is trying to collect every last Mickey Mouse shaped thing known to mankind. No, thank you. I saw one year, I think it was the Christmas stuff. There were two grown-ass ladies fighting over the last Mickey Mouse shaped something or other. I'm just like, no. No. I just wanted to grab it and throw it on the ground and break it and be like, seriously, you're adults. No. Like, I'm sorry, but no. But that's just me. You know, Disney's okay. It's not, I don't worship it. It's just, it kind of freaks me out a little sometimes with how obsessed with some Disney stuff people are. But you know what? As long as you're not hurting anybody, I don't care. When we went to Disneyland when my son was in, like, grade, I think it was like 2nd grade. And I went with my mother-in-law and me and him. And the amount of adults that would cut in front of a small child, it left a bad taste in my mouth, honestly. I was like, nah, it just seems wrong, you know? Like, you've probably been here 50 times. You know, this kid has been here never. So just don't stand in front of my kid during the parade. You know, I don't know. There's a lot of nice people out there. I'm not trying to be like, every person who likes Disney is a jackass. No, I'm not saying that. But there are a lot of selfish people out there just in general. So, yeah. And I don't understand the system for going to the parks. If I have to basically come up with a daily game plan, and if I have to study up about what the best ride to go to first is, and back when we went, there were fast passes. I think that was the only extra thing that you could do. But now there's so many other things, and they all cost more money. And it just makes me not want to go because I don't understand the system. I don't understand, should I be buying this extra thing on top of my, you know, already $100 and something ticket to get into a theme park? I don't feel like I should have to buy something else. But if I don't buy this thing, am I going to stand in line for an extra hour and a half while all these other people who paid $500 for something get to just breeze through? You know, it doesn't make any sense to me. And so if I have to work and like be a college student to figure out how to get the most out of my Disney trip, it's like, I don't want to do it. The thought of it just already makes me anxious, just thinking about the crowds and the large amount of money that I'm going to have to spend. Just, like, no, I'm good. So, yep. We will be partaking of that. I mean, if somebody wants to take me to Disneyland and show me the ropes, like, go for it. I can't figure it out on my own. I can't. I have sad news. It actually is sad, and I was already a little emotional, like, just, you know, high anxiety with husband's work stuff and just back to school and people being sick and already getting behind with things and just all the, you know, the adulting life stuff. I was driving and was almost home, and a squirrel ran in front of my car. And I know, I've learned that you are not supposed to slam on your brakes for an animal that runs in front of you. And honestly, I don't think if I would have slammed on my brakes, I don't think it would have helped. So the little guy or girl, I don't know, ran in front of my car, and like, I'm seriously about to tear up just thinking about it. And I couldn't stop. I couldn't do anything. And I hit it, and you know, you hear the noise and you feel it under the tires. And I looked in my rearview mirror, and like, I don't know if it went off the back of the wheel and it flew into the air. I literally screamed, and I was by myself, thank goodness. And I just started bawling. I was like, oh my gosh, I hit a squirrel. Like, I mean, I was less than a mile from home, and I pull in the driveway, and I'm just sobbing. Just, like, oh my gosh. And, my husband, he was doing yard work, so I don't think he wanted to deal with me being emotional, but he did, because he's a good person. And so I get out of the car, and my face is all red, and I got snot going down my face, and I'm like, I hit a squirrel, and he's like, okay. And I'm like, I'm upset. So, he gave me a hug, and, he tried to make it better, and he said, maybe, everything happens for a reason, so, maybe there was a family of crows that really needed nourishment, and that dead squirrel is going to provide for, that baby crow. And I'm like, I don't care about the damn crows. I think squirrels are cuter than crows, so no, and I realized what he was trying to do, but I was not having it. I was like, don't you dare sacrifice a squirrel for a family of crows. No. Yeah. I had a big cry about that one. And then the next day, I was driving, and where it was by a school, kind of, and there's like a median strip down the road, and it's full of, trees and bushes and stuff. So I had left to go to the store, and then when I came back that way, I saw it on the side of the road, and I almost started crying again, and I was like, no, don't. At least he's not suffering. But yeah. Ugh. I mean, I've hit bigger things in my life, but I don't want to be responsible for killing an animal. Just so yeah. If I could have, gotten out of the car and, buried his little body, I would have, but yeah, no. It's not really a road you want to get out of your car on. So, I'm officially a murderer. Yep. Lock me up. Send me to jail with Jason Momoa. I'll be a good prisoner. I won't have to do laundry then, probably. Or maybe I would. Oh, jeez. Oh, yes. Okay. These J's. I did try to do all the ABs just so people wouldn't watch me suffer through the ABs. But I do say the softer alien putty, I feel like, has been the best choice for the AB placement so far. There's that. And then I was even productive, which, I mean, I'm productive most days, but, above and beyond the normal productiveness, I went through 2 upper cabinets in the kitchen that have all the travel coffee mugs and the water bottles, you know that cabinet. And I'm always like, how do we have so many water bottles? And not just that. I can tell when my husband puts something away because he doesn't know exactly where it goes, because it goes on the top shelf. So I was on a stepladder, and I was pulling out all this stuff, weird containers or, things where I'm like, what the heck even is this? I'm like, yeah, that's him. Because I don't put stuff on the top shelf because I can't reach it. So I got two bags full of like water bottles and coffee cups and, coffee tumblers. Then I went through the Tupperware drawer. I don't even understand. I know that people will take Tupperware containers, and, I need to sort something, so I'll just get a plastic container. Well, then you have all these lids and you don't have any bowls. You have no idea where it all, where it all went. And so we had a bunch of the glass containers, like the Pyrex type, glass containers with the plastic lids. Well, something had happened along the way to some of the lids, because we had a bunch of the bowls, but no lids. And, I'm looking and I'm like, I could use a new container for multiple side dishes every day, and I wouldn't make a dent in this. This is not necessary. So I had to recycle some that were, probably had gotten from somebody else's house when they're sending you home with leftovers, and you're like, I'm not going to keep this one random thing, and some are damaged, or some are, maybe from the dollar store or something, so they're not really high quality to begin with, and then one person uses it in the microwave and it looks all, bubbly, and that freaks me out. I don't put Tupperware in the microwave. I don't put any plastic in the microwave. Other people in the family do not follow that same logic as me. So I always try to put anything that I think they might use in the gross looking Tupperware that's already ruined. It's like, keep my nice Tupperware in case I actually have to go somewhere and bring something. So I did that. And I even did, I did a cabinet in the bathroom too. I organized some of the cleaning products, got rid of some of the cleaning products that we probably bought when we bought the house 7-ish years ago. Yeah, I did do some things. I even put some laundry away in my room. I put laundry away in other people's rooms, and the kids put their laundry away for the most part, but I am awful at putting my own laundry away. I will just let it sit in front of the closet, and then I will just pull from the pile, because I know it's clean, so I know it's, I know it's not dirty. But yeah, I want to lead by example, because how am I going to be, well, I mean, I'm the parent, so I get to say whatever I want, but still, I feel like if I'm telling my kids to put their laundry away, I should probably have mine put away once every few months, maybe. Then I found out, so annoyed, I get a thing in the mail from this, I don't know what the name of the company was exactly. Hang on, I have to take a drink of Dr. Pepper because I am thirsty. It's like it's not a credit monitoring company, but it's a company that has info, or I don't know, it's like a company that other companies use for health insurance information and personal data. Okay, well, turns out my mom's information had been compromised. Well, that was, I mean, at this point, it's not a shock anymore. But it got compromised in February. It is October. And it said, we did this, we let our partners know, we alerted the authorities. And I'm just sitting there thinking, you've known this since February and you're just telling the people whose information has been compromised now? Rude. And she's been getting, she got this one call, and I think it was a year ago, or maybe not a year ago, and trying to get a test. They said they were from the doctor's office and they were trying to order a test, or they were from Medicare, or some crap like that, right? And she gave them information. And then the doctor's office was like, oh my gosh, no, that's a scam, And so I'm wondering if that had something to do with it as well. But she gets calls multiple times a day from people pretending to be from Medicare, people pretending to be from a certain pharmacy, asking if her back pain's okay, if her prescription ran out or whatever. And it's nothing that, you know, we use or nothing that's legit. You know, you can tell that the person is calling from a call center because it's very loud. You know, the people usually have an accent that's really hard to understand for her because she's got, you know, her hearing is not the best. And it's so frustrating. I'm so frustrated by the whole situation because I'm like, okay, so her information has just been out there for, you know, at least 6 months, and you're just telling me. But thank goodness they're gonna give us a year of credit monitoring. And I'm like, well, what good does that do now? I mean, yes, it does good, but, and it said, you know, you could make sure that you're extra vigilant about checking your credit card bills and your health insurance statements. And I'm sitting there thinking, okay, but that would have been helpful to know, you know, when it happened, because I haven't been extra vigilant about checking her health insurance statements, you know? I just kind of look at them and I assume that everything on there is correct because I didn't realize her information had been compromised. So yeah, I'm a little salty about that. Just like, why do people gotta be jerks and not honest? I don't understand it. And then, you know, my husband, he needed to make a doctor's appointment because his doctor left our doctor office. And so he had to get a new doctor. You know, understandable. Doctors are allowed to leave. And I looked on the website and it was saying, you know, you can see this doctor, or this doctor, which I was like, wow, 3 doctors that are accepting new patients. That's a record, because usually it's not like that. Well, it wasn't like that because only 1 doctor was accepting new patients. And I was like, well, I guess unless if we want to drive, you know, an extra 20 minutes to go see the doctor, I guess he has to see this person. I mean, I'm glad it was a male doctor because he would rather see a male doctor. I would have been pissed if it was me because I don't need a male doctor to be checking my lady bits, you know, just saying. So there said, well, you know, a new patient appointment is, you know, a little far out. And I was like, well, but he's not a new patient. We've been coming to the same, you know, provider company for 10 years. Well, no, you're still a new patient because you've never seen that doctor before. And so I said, okay, well, when can he come in, you know? February. I was like, are you joking me? Yeah. And I said, so, but you're going to refill his prescriptions if he needs to have his prescriptions refilled before then, right? Because, you know, he is trying to make a doctor's appointment. They're like, oh, yeah, no, that's fine. Just like, how is it that it's so hard to get a doctor's appointment? So, and I was thinking, okay, well, this is just, you know, because it's a new patient. Okay, whatever. So I was like, well, since I have you on the phone, I need to make, you know, my mom needs her yearly appointment as well. So can I go ahead and do that? And they're like, oh yeah, that's fine. So, you know, give her a name, doctor's name, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, well, we're looking at October 31st is the soonest appointment. I was like, seriously? October 31st is the soonest she can get in to see the doctor. They're like, yeah. I'm like, I guess we'll take it. But just kind of frustrating, you know? I mean, I think if we actually needed to see the doctor because, you know, people were like actually sick and not a yearly appointment, I'm hoping there would be space, but I honestly don't know. At this point, if we get sick, we just go to urgent care at this point because our doctor's appointment, like our offices are just, they're not reliable anymore. It's so hard to get an appointment. It's insane. And I don't know if it's just because doctors and people in healthcare have just retired or, you know, given up because it's not worth the time, effort, stress, or what exactly it is. But it's very frustrating. I know the last few times, like one of my kids has been sick, I haven't been able to get him into the see, their doctor or even a doctor at the location. And so we just go to urgent care 99% of the time, because you can walk in and for the most part they can see you. So I don't know what it is. I mean, I know it's expensive to be a doctor and it takes a lot of time to be a doctor. So maybe all these people are trying to be doctors, but they're just, they're not there yet. So, and I don't know if there's a way to fast track doctorhood. I kind of Googled it because I was curious. And they have to get, a 4-year degree at a regular college. And then they have to go for, I don't remember what it's called, specialty degree or whatever. And then they have to go and do, residencies and stuff. Which, I want my doctor to have lots of practice, so that's cool. But I guess I just don't understand why they need to do the 4-year degree somewhere. I mean, the classes that I've seen offered at universities are just kind of laughable. I mean, there's the history of Taylor Swift lyrics and the media, or how to become a butterfly farmer or some stuff like that. Like, maybe we could, the things that we need doctors, we need people in healthcare. Is there a way to, get rid of some of those fluff credits so they can get down to the nitty gritty, and do the things that are, actually going to help save people's lives? I mean, I don't know. And like my husband said, it's a business. College is a business. So if all they took was the, core classes, the English, science, the required, classes that might actually serve them in the future, then the colleges wouldn't be making money, which I get. But it seems backwards to me, but nobody asked me. Let's see, I can put a few more of these down and then I will unzoom and maybe even flip this over. Doing good. There are a few spots that I feel like the drills are kind of tight. I don't know if that's a canvas thing or it's a placement thing on my part. It could be both. It very well could be both. Okay, I'm gonna do that. So let me move all my, there goes the pen. Let me flip this, move the, yikes, sorry. The weight is loud. Go like that. We're gonna that was there. So there we go. We finished up with that little section right there. Oh, it looks like she's got a chin mole. Let's move that over. There you go. That's better. Oh, all right. Well, that is going to be it for today. I forgot to mention, hang on. If you have not requested your Pippy the Crafty Peep Halloween costume stickers, the link will be in the description box down below. I do send all 4. I do not ask for money for them. It's just my way of sending happy mail and whatnot. And once they are gone, and those are the last Pippy stickers for the year. Don't get too close to him, Pippy. I don't need you ending up as chicken nuggets, okay? Okay, great. So, if you guys have not, please consider liking, subscribing, sharing, hearting, farting, doing all the things, and I will see you again very, very soon. Big awkward hugs. Bye, guys.